So we break the field down. We show them exactly where they're going to be. Gunners will be up there up top between the 40 and the 50, working their techniques. Our backside and our front side guys will be down at the bottom of the field on the 40 to the 50, working their stance. We'll split them up into two separate pods. And down here in the back, right, we'll have the fullback shields and also the snappers and punters, where we're working our techniques, going through our cadence and all that good stuff. Over here, we let them know, man, we service ourselves during this period. So we got our guys, again, explain it. Never assume guys understand anything. I try my best to spell it all out for them. Sometimes they feel like I'm treating them like elementary kids, but sometimes you have to. You don't want to assume that they don't understand anything. So first group up, second group service, second group up, third group service, third group up, fourth group service, fourth group up, the first team of service. So again, trying to be as efficient as we can possibly be during these phases. All right, so look, something with the gunners work. So they'll be down here. You got our coaches here working them, just working that release. We do what we call, parallel stance. We want to make sure we do a good job. No false stepping, taking some gaining ground, getting skinny, ripping, making sure I stack and do a good job there. All right, you can see it again. Here, you got two up, and go, and coach them up hard on this. The next day, you'll see when we get to it. When we get to the fullbacks, we go to our pods. All right, we use our specialists. And guys, it's not really in this punt period. We use those guys. Fullback and shields are here. All right, and now all we're doing is just working our techniques. You'll hear them going through the cadence. They get over there, making sure they get to a good base, working it. Because on Tuesday, when we get there, Tuesday is a lot more faster. It's not slowed down. So we want to make sure we get this type of work in on Monday. So our fullback and our shields do it. They get set. They communicate what they have. You see they doing it there. They point to the man, get us signed up with our protection, and they work the techniques that we're coaching them. On the front side, you see down here at the bottom, we got the front side here. They go, all right, big thing with these guys is they go in pods. Yeah, the important thing about this pod work, guys, is that they're getting coached individually, man. So sometimes when you go in a group setting, you can't really coach and focus on one particular guy or anything. So we get a chance to get them plenty of reps when we do the pod work, and we also get a chance to coach them up, coach them hard to make sure we're good. So you see that's the front side working it down here at the bottom, right? Front side working their steps, getting right, and then you see the back side. We have two different angles for the back side. You'll see on this one here, the back side is up front, right? You can have that vantage point. You can see them there, and then we get it from behind as well, all right? So you see them there working their steps as well, getting them coached up. Got a coach at every station, coaching them up, doing a great job of explaining what we want taught to them, man. And we want to make sure we're good on it. And another thing that I didn't point out, before all of this, before we hit the field as a coaching staff, I meet with my position coaches that's supposed to be helping me every day, and we do a good job of going over what we're doing for the day and getting organized, okay? So that's punt. All right, that's that first 6 minutes of Monday's practice that we'll do. And we're working it with detail. We're flying around, making sure everybody getting coached up, working our stuff. And then we'll go to the breakers. The big thing with breakers, man, breakers is something, the punt return is something that's all technique driven. For me, we work a lot of technical stuff on Mondays, make sure our guys are sharp with how we want things to go. We get together as a unit, and we'll break it up into 4 lines. All right, we'll work some of the important phases of us. We have our freeze technique, where we freeze at the front, at the line of scrimmage, where we hold up. And then we have our sit and fit, and then our transition. What you're going to see is, all right, we're breaking up, and we got them split up by positions. So again, in the meeting, guys will see this, right? Guys will see all of this. I'm explaining it to them, where they need to go. They know what position they're playing. They're a jammer, 1 or 8. They'll be up the top. 2s and 3s down there, 4s and 5s, 6s and 7s. Our returners will be back on the jugs machine, catching jugs. But again, we go from punt, because it's a 10-minute period that we split up, 6 and 4. Right, we go for punt. We have breakers. We're hustling our behinds up, getting over there to where we need to go. All right, and so you see it here as we got to organize. So the first drill will work. Again, got to be efficient, got to be sharp, got to move quickly, get from point A to point B. All right, we'll go sit and fit, and then we'll go transition. All right, so the sit and fit drill is also when we're in that end phase position where we're on the hips of the cover team guy, and we want to make sure it's not an overly physical unit. We just want to make sure we do a great job of keeping our body between them and the returner. So we have 2 lines. This guy here, you'll see as we said, cover guy, and our breakers are inside. As they go, they're behind the hips. They're going to sit and fit on the returner. What I mean by sit and fit, sit and drive them out of there. Drive them out of there, keeping their body between the returner and the cover man and the returner. So you can see it, we work it, guys getting it. We're able to, you can see coaches down here, the returners, they're able to catch the little details, hand placement, where your hand is located at, again, where your eyes are at, making sure we're sharp, we're organizing. And then in games, it's nothing like seeing your guys doing it and being locked in on it. You can see as we do it, 32 rounds down here, hands placement the right way, not too high, where we want it to be. Same thing on the other side, hand placement there, still working it. Again, you see coaches, all our coaches are down there. That's the sit and fit. We're fitting at the returner. Then we'll go transition. This is when the returner starts to move upfield, returning the ball. We got to be able to sit and fit and then transition on them. So we sit and fit, returner goes, we got to transition to make sure our body is still, right, still between the cover guy and our returner. So again, this is a good drill we do every Monday to make sure our guys are right. We understand what we do. We have a few more that we do. We incorporate in there. And some Mondays when we got to feel like, when I feel like we didn't do something well enough, that's what Monday's practice is more about. So you'll see us doing it. We're working it, getting sharp, getting better at it. The guys there, they send it, transition on the returner.